Yeah, I am Dipanjan Ghosh. Today I want to discuss the morphology of flowering plants. The morphology means the external structure of the organ of plants. That is the morphology of root, morphology of stem, morphology of leaf, fruit and seed. So this is the first part of root. We know there is a root system and there is a shoot system, and root system contain the primary root, secondary root and root here we know, and the shoot system contain the node and internodes. And here we see the morphology of root, and if we go to the morphology of root, then we can see that there is a fusiform, conical and different forms. And we know the morphology is basically this is the taproot. Taproot are two types on the basis of functions. One is storage function, and that is the respiration functions, where we see the pneumatophores in case of mangroves. And storage functions is basically the fusiform carrot in case of carrot. In case of beet, we see. And this is the pesi type of root. We see that there is some we know basically some vehement is present in case of pesi functions of root or the photosynthetic root in orchid. So, and now this is the morphology of stem. Here we see that is the different stem, the underground stem, that is the rhizome, the tuber, different form of underground. There is subaerial form and aerial form. The area, in case of aerial form, we see that the stem tendrils, that is by the help of tendrils they are climbed up. And we see the different subaerial portions also. In case of we see how with the ground they have. So this is the morphology of stem. We see in case of rhizome, that is the ginger, what is actually occur in case of underground. This is the storage functions basically, and the storage functions, supportive functions, protective functions, they are basically. And morphology of stem, we see there is the morphology. This is a fire cad, where it is modified to spine and the anti-transpiration capability, as they want to restore the water. So due to shortage of water, they show such a type of structure. The modification here, this is the types is sucker and offset basically. So this is the classifications on the basis of that we have done. So now I come to the another aspect. I can proceed, that is the if modifications of if. How do the if is modified? And here we see that is the simple pattern and conjugated pattern. If we see the venation, we see the reticulate venations, and then we see the parallel venations, where the parallel formations is actually found in case of bamboo, in case of different types of if we see. And not only that, we see there are different types of types of leaves also, that is the simple leaf and compound leaf. And compound are pinnate compound leaf, that is the rachis is found, and we see that the midrib also presents, and the number of leaflets are present on the common axis. And another is the primate compound leaves, that is the leaflets are attached at a common point, that is at the top or tip of the petiole. This is in case of cotton. And we see the phytotaxy, where we see the pattern of arrangement of leaves on the stem and branch. This is usually of